Last night, a president was reelected, but it was also a kind of revelation about a changing America. Women and minorities emerged as a big driving force, and ABC's Cecilia Vega tells us what that means.
From the Chicago Victory Party to New York's Times Square, we saw the same thing last night in the battleground of Tampa, Florida.
You can see the diversity in this crowd here behind me. That is one of the big issues in this election. It's one of the reasons Florida is such a strong battleground state right now. Latinos critical to Obama's win.
Just look at the faces I shot on my phone. Young, black, white, Latino, men, women. They are the voters who reflect the changing face of America. Voters whose diversity mirrors the very man they put into office for a second time.
When you look at the country today, it's much more like the modern family of the country, with where there's minorities, gays, single women, and that, than it is about the Mad Men part of the country, which is much more white male-oriented.
It's not that whites stayed home, there's just fewer of them. They are still a majority of voters, but this time their share of the electorate was at its lowest ever. So while Governor Mitt Romney won whites by the biggest margin since 1984, he still lost. That's because of all the groups that voted for President Obama. Think of them as the diverse modern family voter. First, there's minorities, making up their largest share of voters on record. Latinos now 10% of the electorate, hitting double digits for the first time. More than twice as many unmarried women backing President Obama over Romney. And again, he won big with young people.
This electorate is here to stay, and it's only going to increase.
Very rapidly turning red and blue America into a much more colorful place. Cecilia Vega, ABC News, Tampa.